The Weekly Warp Pipe.
What's up, my Warp Pipers? Welcome back to another podcast episode. This week, we actually have a buddy on the show. Special guest Bryce joins us to talk about retro gaming community, meeting all these awesome people in the retro gaming community. Can't wait to get into it. We jump into a rad and bogus as well, and Bryce gives us a couple more options, so you get a bonus on that. And of course, you got Name That Quote with David Apuzzo. And you'll want to stay to the very end to check out Wheel of Doom, see what it's gonna land on. All right, guys, without further ado, let's jump in the Warp Pipe and enjoy some nostalgia. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another hot episode.
Should be a good one.
It's actually hot in here. Probably should have turned on the air conditioning. Summertime.
I mean, you already got the sleeves off. What more can you do?
What more can I do to stay cool?
No shirt whatsoever.
Trying to keep it PG.
And we took a week off.
We took a week off, guys. Yeah, Dave was in Disney, hanging out, sending us quite a few photos too.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good.
I saw the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail was there.
From Indiana Jones. You saw some warp pipes too.
I did see some warp pipes. At Toy Story Land, all of the railings were like bright green and like they had like little knobs on it. I was like, I sent them a picture. It looked like warp pipes.
I said, are they there weekly?
Yes, and I said, I think they're there
Those
daily.
are the daily warp pipes.
The daily warp pipes.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if I could find the picture real quick, I'll show you the where is it? You guys keep talking.
You find
keep talking.
Picture. I think we need to do something though.
Yeah, what do we need to do?
Russ?
Tell me.
Well, guys, today's special episode, we got a special guest on today's weekly Warp Pipe. We're talking about retro gaming community. So we're bringing our friend Bryce on to come hang out with us for a bit. What's up, Bryce?
What's up, everyone? Yo, I'm so happy to be here. Let's go.
Let's go.
I need Bryce on every week for that excitement, like to get us
pumped up.
Just have it recorded. I'll send you a recording of me just going, let's go.
Let's go.
We'll have him come in like every episode as like the little toasty guy.
Yeah.
And he'll just come in and say like, let's go. Yep.
Yeah. Nice. So Bryce, you do YouTube, right? You got a YouTube channel and you love retro games. We kind of want to get a little insight on that.
So I
just get a little intro on you.
Yeah. So I do a lot of YouTube. I started out doing Twitch streaming at first, but I do YouTube now, mainly YouTube. I do content creation like Instagram as well. My channel is Bryce. Where is it? Bryce, right there. Bryce AW. Bryce AW. Do a lot of Geometry Dash content, but I also do a lot of retro game hunting, going to conventions. Like I recently went to RetroCon 2 and a bunch of other stuff. I'm also on a lot of podcasts. I do a lot of like I said, retro game hunting and hang out with friends. I go to like different businesses and interview people. Like I interviewed Rice to Elevate. Maybe I have it on backwards, but that's okay. But I interview Rice to Elevate and other people and Pick a Preacher and a bunch of other people. I just love like we're going to talk about in a few moments or later. I love the community. I love the retro gaming community, and so like I also love Geometry Dash too. I play like hours in that.
You're really good at it too.
Yeah, I was watching some of your videos, man, and I'm like, what is he even looking at? Like, I can't even understand like the concept of like what he's doing.
Okay.
It's insane.
I think I only played that game once.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. It started out as a mobile game, but now it's on Steam. It's on PC.
Okay.
Nice.
The glorious PC Master Race. But
that's it.
Also, I like retro games like, Ocarina of Time,
Yeah.
But
yeah. Foreshadowing.
I love the foreshadowing reference. My cat's right there. His name's Ed. But I do a lot of like community stuff. My main thing is Anime Armada. That's my community, is the Anime Armada. Hi, Ed. The Anime Armada, which is, you don't even have to like anime. It's just my name used to be Anime BJW, and I ran with it. I wanted a community name like Anime Army or something, but it should have been something else, but it turned out to be Anime Armada, and what that means to me is
Mhm.
inspired by Fairy Tale, which is an anime, but what it means to me is that everyone's welcome. If you have a
Yeah.
good heart, you're welcome, and
Absolutely.
that's the key to my community. Is just if you're a good person and you're vibing and just be positive, follow the rules, you're welcome in. That's
Which is how it should
everyone.
be because you're such a nice person. You're such a genuine person, Bryce, that,
Thank you.
you know, getting to meet you at Siege last year and getting to be your friend now and,
Yeah.
our conversations and stuff like that. I think you're just such a great guy, and it's so nice to have you on here with,
Hmm.
a couple of other, well, at least one other really great guy here. I'll let them decide who that is.
Nice, nice.
But
I think
it's
y'all
so
all
nice
are
to
great
have you
guys.
here with us.
Well,
Absolutely.
it's an
They're both
honor to
awesome.
be it's an honor to be here. One thing I really want to talk about real quick was my
Yeah.
streaming journey. So I started out Twitch, and I'll be quick about it. It's a long story, but I started out Twitch when Justin TV back in
Wow.
2011.
Okay. OG.
Yeah, OG, yeah. Um, 2011, I started Justin TV. Then when it changed to Twitch or name changed or whatever, I went to Twitch. I started streaming with the 3DS camera, webcam, and a 3DS, and I found that out through Gastrete that you could do it. You didn't need a 3DS capture card because at the time they didn't have 3DS capture cards.
Right. Right.
Then if they did, it was humongously expensive, super
Mhm.
expensive, like $400, $1,000, depending on what it was at the time. So and I wanted to stream. That was a goal of mine, and then so I started it, and a couple people came by, and then I got big by I forgot what it was in the Pokemon community, but I also got big later down the line in the Geometry Dash community because I donated like a total of at the time it was 250, a total of $1,000 because I was working big money at the time, doing like camp counseling and stuff. I donated like 250, 280 to the streamer named Sunix, and he was playing Geometry Dash, but his computer was really bad, and I know that feeling. So I donated to him, and then he shouted me out on his channel, and it was awesome. And then just got 1,000, and then that was on my old channel, and then on this channel, everyone found me, and it just became Bryce JW, and I and then I just reached 7,000 subs thanks to Nine Circles and a bunch of shout outs, a bunch of like everyone knows who I am. It's crazy.
It's
My
awesome.
my parents' favorite phrase is everyone knows Bryce, and my favorite add on to that is I don't know everyone.
It's a good
You know
one.
a fair few amount of people,
Yeah.
Bryce, and a
Yeah,
lot of people know exactly who you are. So
yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
Hey, Bryce, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
you said that you started out on Twitch, right?
Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah,
then you mainly switched to YouTube. Was there a
yeah,
reason why you made that switch?
yeah. So, so I had a channel before, and I realized, and I tried, and once I found out that I think it was 2016, I started streaming on YouTube, just wanted to see it, and then for whatever reason, I got big streaming on YouTube. Got a lot of people watching on YouTube compared to Twitch, so I just moved to YouTube. YouTube is way better streaming, and that's a whole nother topic. But
Okay.
um, uh, YouTube is, in my opinion, way better to stream on than Twitch, and you get more people. Everyone has YouTube, not everyone has Twitch. Yes,
Hmm.
everyone, like all the people that are in the Twitch niche watch
Okay.
Twitch. Um, but YouTube, like for instance, this guy Geometry Dash streamer named Doggy, if that's literally his name, username. He got 66,000 people watching him last night, and so
Wow.
Wow.
like, and I can see the method. And I can see the that there's a lot of people. Like it's like TikTok in the sense where there's a lot of people using it.
Are
Okay.
you
So
talking about Twitch?
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
We
So
had 66,000 on YouTube.
yeah, he had
Okay.
66,000 on YouTube. But
Uh-huh.
like I was saying, real quick, that YouTube is just something I just like it better. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm too afraid to like get banned off of Twitch because they'll like sometimes I mean you might know this, but people get banned off of Twitch for no reason. So
It's
I
true.
mean I mean
Yeah.
it is true. And so like I just like YouTube because they have fair rules for the most part. Like they have a three strike system, and they have
Hmm.
just it's just better in my opinion. Maybe the money's not the best, but I think it's fine. Mr. Beast
Okay.
makes $1 million, so I think it's perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fair enough.
yeah. Also, real quick, sorry, I'm rambling, but
No, you're not rambling. We
You're
got
the
plenty
guest.
of time, Bryce.
Ramble all you want.
This is all about Bryce right now.
thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really happy because as I found a community in YouTube, and I found a community on Twitch too that have a lot of like-minded people and stuff. But YouTube is just people know YouTube, and the people that are like me and like YouTube and stuff, like you guys, for instance. I found you
Mhm.
guys, and we're all friends now, and it's just a blessing, you know. I
Yeah.
I I feel I connect really well with you guys and everyone on YouTube that does YouTube because it's like, in my opinion, it's a job, but more than that, it's something. It's a grind. It's a heart. It's like a community. Like we're gonna talk about later, a retro gaming community.
Mhm.
But I just like YouTube. It just feels more special to me, and I'm just grateful to have 7,000 subs. So I'm I don't know. I'm just happy.
It's awesome, Bryce.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's great.
YouTube has got the people that are in this community on YouTube, like we'll talk about in a bit. So many of them are just really down to earth, good people, right? That'll,
Yeah.
share lunch with, have a visit with. They're good people, and it's a
Yeah.
nice place to be. So we're glad to have you as part of it, Bryce. Seriously.
Thank you.
And we're really glad
Thank
to have
you.
you here.
You too.
What you're going to be at
Southeast Game
Siege, right?
Exchange. Yeah,
Interesting.
Siege. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should
I'm
check
gonna
that
be a
place
special
out.
guest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be a special guest, just like these guys. That's what he
Right?
said. These guys are going to also be a special guest, which is a complete honor. I can't believe I'm going to be a guest alongside the Warp Pipe podcast. It's going to be awesome.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Bryce. And Bryce,
Yeah.
Bryce was telling us that he's going to have a table there too.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Y'all
guys
should
can
come
go up
through.
and meet Bryce. We're going to
Please do.
roll up on his table, hang out, and
Just roll
he's
up on-
he's going to have stuff to sign, right, Bryce?
Yeah, I'll have stuff to sign. Yeah, I'll have.
Nice.
Well, I'll have maybe not papers, but I'll have a Sharpie or something. Okay, I'll try to
Nice.
remember.
No,
I
So
do.
bring your NES carts.
Yeah,
we can get-
bring your NS.
your
We should get John
Geometry
Riggs to make a
Dash.
Geometry Dash NES cart.
Yeah. Oh, I will say the one way you can find out for me to find
Yeah.
my booth is
Yeah.
the Retro Beard. Shout out to you. He made me a Bryce JW in the sign in the likes of Pokemon. It looks like
Sweet.
a Pokemon sign,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's pretty cool. Really nice of him. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, that right there is what I'm going to give the Arkansas picker. It says, "Thank you so much for being my friend, Spazzy W."
Nice.
Nice.
So
It's gonna be a
Awesome.
good time. Yeah,
Awesome.
we're excited to go and meet a bunch of people. And said we'll have a panel there on Saturday, so
yeah,
we'll be prepping for that. Hopefully that goes well.
I'm
Sweet.
going to be there. Y'all should be there too. People watching, you should be watching.
Grab your
me.
ticket.
Grab your ticket. SoutheastGameExchange.com. Hey Bryce, what do you say we get into some Warp Pipe rental?
Let's
'Cause we got a lot-
go.
We got a lot
Let's
to talk
go.
about.
Yeah, we do. Yes. Oh, yes,
do
we
it.
do.
All right.
Well, we're gonna jump into our warp pipe rental. Bryce actually picked our game that we rented this week, so let's check it out. Go ahead, Russ.
Let's head to the video store, grab a game for the weekend. We have the box art and description to guide us when we're choosing what game to rent. So grab your rental card because this is the Warp Pipe Rental.
What game you rent for the weekend?
Nice. All right. So yeah, this week got the sword. It's ready to go.
He's ready to
Little
go.
mini dagger.
Yeah.
We did rent Zelda Ocarina of Time on the N64. Pretty classic box right here. Again, with very similar to the NES. You know, you got the gold and just
Yeah.
the basically the title screen of the logo. No real design on it other than that gold, and it's kind of burned in your head. If it's gold, it's Zelda. Like on Nintendo, they love showing that. So
Yeah.
clean box art for sure.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
simple looking.
I dig it. It's
Yeah.
been quite some time since I played this one. I did rent it and own a copy of it growing up, completed it. I know we talked about it on the show.
since we were off last week, I actually streamed this for 4 hours.
Wow.
So I'll let you guys discuss, and then maybe I'll jump in since I had a little bit probably more time with the game.
Well, I want to
wanna
know
know-
why Bryce
Yeah.
picked the game.
Okay.
Because you guys, this is just a joke, but because you
No,
guys,
no.
have-
There's no. You can tell us the truth. It's totally all good, man. We're in it.
It was so I was curious because I wanted to hear you guys' opinions on it because I know you guys have a lot of opinions on it and so but also I chose it also because I haven't played it as a kid. I never played it like till recently, till now,
Okay.
and I wanted to really play it. So I'm like, this is a good opportunity for me to play it.
Okay.
So that's the main reason why I chose it. And also to see if you can redeem yourselves.
Burn.
So wait a
Calling
minute,
us
Bryce.
out,
Is
Bryce.
this your first time playing through it?
Yes.
Oh, well then I want to hear Bryce's thoughts first.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think
Okay.
of it?
I thought so. To be honest, I thought it was a really good game. I like the fact that it's in a sense open world or open zones,
Right.
like kind of like Mario, but not like Mario. But from what I played of it, I thought it was fun. I liked the Dongo's Cavern. I actually liked the water temple.
Okay, I was gonna
know-
ask. Yep.
Yeah. I like the what was it? The Gerudo. I don't know how to
Gerudo,
pronounce it,
yep.
but
The
yeah,
Gerudo Desert.
yeah. I will say I saw Russ playing the chicken coop thing.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
flying
Trying to find the
thing.
chickens.
Yeah, and that I also had trouble with that when I first started. I had trouble figuring out where all the chickens were. I
Mhm.
also like all the side quests as well. The side quests were really fun. I think it added to the world, added the story. I like the gameplay. It was challenging, but it was really fun for what it was. I thought it was a great N64 game, and I think it's a great game. I my the least favorite. Let me think about my least favorite. I don't remember. Was probably the chickens. Yeah, that's probably my least favorite. My
Darn the
most
chickens.
favorite. I do like the Ganon fight. I do like the Ganon fight, and I like the Dongo Cavern. Believe it or not, I like the I like that because it's the first dungeon that really makes you think. Really, like it's like I consider it a tutorial dungeon because the
Mhm.
rest of the game you have to really use your brain. You really have to
Mhm.
think about what you're doing, and so um it just makes you really think. It makes you be on your toes and really and yeah, Deku Tree was a tutorial dungeon in a sense, but I think that was the real tutorial
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you got to go back. You have to go back to Gerudo. I mean, what is it called? The Gordo, yeah, the Gordo Valley or
Okay.
Death Mountain, and you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
go
yeah.
back and do that. So I think that's the real tutorial when it first starts, and then you get into the game. And I just had a blast with it. I thought I had no qualms, and like I usually think that games are really awesome in general. So maybe
Mhm.
I'm biased when it comes. I'm really positive when it comes to games. There are some games that I think are negative or bad. I have negative thoughts about, but uh, this game I don't have any problems with it really. Other than the chicken and the I do. Oh, I also don't like how you have to backtrack and some of the stuff is confusing. So
Mm.
that is one of my problems with the games. Was like they don't hold your hand in the game, which is fine.
No, they don't.
They don't, yeah. And you have to figure out everything on your own and talk to people, and that's a great game. But I think there
Yeah.
should be a little bit more explanation or hints. I mean, you had Navi. I think that's the fairy's name,
Yeah. Yep.
and you had Navi. But yeah,
Navi.
Navi, yeah.
Navi, yeah.
Avi, yeah, my bad. Thank you. And that, but it was still wasn't as helpful because I remember during the
He's not wrong.
No.
No, not at all.
Death, I remember Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Was the first Death Mountain experience was confusing as there was a bunch of wallflowers all around in one of
Yeah.
the dungeon scenarios, and I was like, for the longest time, I was trying to figure out where to put it. Like what do I do? Do I just throw it at each other? And then I realized what to do. So,
Mhm.
but that was cool. Well, overall, I think it's a great game. I think the music's good. I think the game's fun.
Yeah.
But what about you guys?
Well, let me ask you this question, Bryce, real quick: is how much experience do you have with other Zelda games too? Like, do you play any of the newer ones or some of the older ones?
So, just like you, I played and beat Breath of the Wild, and I love Breath of the Wild. And the only other Zelda game I played, the only two other one was it Skyward Sword and Majora's Mask.
Okay.
Um, Strangely enough, I didn't play Ocarina of Time, but I played Majora's Mask, and that's a controversial one.
That's what I was gonna
Okay.
say. I was like, you
Yeah.
started with the one after.
Yeah.
Ocarina.
Right.
Yeah, but
Of
I
those ones that you've played, which is your favorite?
I also played Tears of the Kingdom. I would say Breath of the Wild probably my favorite. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Breath of the
More than
Wild, Tears of
Tears,
the
huh?
Kingdom. No, I like them both like the same amount.
Equally. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, Russ, you streamed. So Bryce, how many hours would you say that you put into Ocarina?
probably 600 because it took me a long time to
Ocarina?
under. Yeah, because it took me.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. 60 hours.
60.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. No,
Yeah,
no, all good. All
Yeah.
good.
He's like,
So
I
Big
Russ,
time, man.
went through every
he
stone in the.
uh, and Russ, and so you streamed this. So how many hours did you put in?
Four.
Four. And
Four and a half, maybe.
how far did you get in there? Like you've played it before though, right?
Right, right. We ended up getting to I didn't get to the second dungeon at all. I did the Duco tree and then
Mm-hmm.
we went to the castle and
Yep.
then they were like, "Okay, you can go to the Gerudos," but I was like or Gorgons up in the mountain and I was like, "Oh, I want to do some side quest stuff." So then
Yeah.
I kind of got held up doing that and then we were
Yeah.
still side questing in the main area before you start the dungeon. So I was
Isn't
like,
that
"Oh,
wild? Just like how big that game is for an N64 title.
Right?
Like back in like, geez, man. Like, and you guys make fun of me for putting as how many hours into Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild?
600.
but I do
600.
feel like
That's
it being a
legit.
Yeah.
600 is legit.
can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
About the hours thing. I really wanted to say this. I don't feel bad, Keith or David. I think I got you both beat. I put 11,000 hours into Geometry Dash. So I mean, and
Ooh.
that's legit.
I mean,
So
that's why you're the king.
Exactly.
You are the king. I don't know if Russ
All
has ever
hail the king of geometry
watched
dash.
any. Russ, I highly suggest everybody goes to Bryce's channel and watch his Geometry Dash because your eyes are just gonna go boggling out of your head because it's just like I don't even
I
know what he's pushing, like
I
what
don't even
buttons
know
he's
how he's
pushing.
doing it.
I don't know how his eyes are functioning that fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's crazy. So anyway, Russ. So I mean, what did you think? I mean, we've had
So
controversy over this game in the
so I
past.
did so I showed on stream I actually pulled out the old Nintendo Power which has a little bit of a guide in it. So that was helping me. I was kind of showing off the issue there and I was like, "Okay, I need to do these steps here." Definitely playing this game without a guide, you could certainly put a ton of hours into trying to figure out
Hmm.
where to go. I mean, it helped me get through the Lost Woods. Like, I was like, okay. And plus, since I was streaming, people were watching and giving me tips and stuff on where to go
Sure.
and what to do. So I was like, okay, that's great. And I did have, I think at one point there was like maybe 50 people watching. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, people, obviously love this game here. I think a lot of people were confused too because maybe they thought it was like the first time I was playing it, and I didn't mention that in the title. It just says the legend begins 4 hour Zelda stream and N64. Like
Okay.
I was like I played it growing up, so I'm just coming back to it. But I was like,
Okay.
is it holding up? Certain things I got hung up on some of these puzzles, but
I mean, you could get lost in just like the opening sequence because you have to find rupees to go and buy your sword and shield, right?
yes, yeah, you could get
So
the the shield you have to buy. You have to go find the sword though, and it's
right.
like very hidden.
And if you just kind of like get thrown into this game without any, like Bryce was saying, like there's no indication of what to do. They just throw you into it. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know. If I was like I said, if I was getting this and playing this as a kid, I probably would have just gotten frustrated from that opening scene because usually like the original NES Zelda, you go right into the first little wall in the mountain there, and you get your sword.
Right.
There's zero explanation. You go up to the guy and you're like, oh, he won't let you pass unless you have a sword. You try to pass him and he tries to follow you, and then he's like, you got to get a sword. And then you go looking and you're like, well, I can't afford the sword. And like, well, where am I supposed to get the money for this? And
Yeah.
it could get frustrating like really quick if you have zero experience with it at all.
That's why they
Yeah.
put that first cave in the original Zelda, was because like when they were designing it, they were like, we don't even know if people will understand that you have to go exploring to
Right.
find this stuff. So that original cave in the very first Legend of Zelda game is to show you that this is what you have to do. This
Right.
one, like you said, it's just go ahead and find it. Where do I go? What do I do?
Yeah.
Like, I did get lost. I was lost in that first opening stuff because I didn't have a guide or anything. I was just messing around.
Sure.
I barely like if I was renting this as a kid, I wouldn't have made it anywhere, right?
No,
You have it for
same.
a weekend.
Same.
I wouldn't have made it very far. I was in the Dooku tree trying
Yeah.
to figure that out. I got the slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
The
Right. Yeah.
controls had me all messed up.
Yep.
Like I was having a really rough time with this one, and it's probably because I enjoy like the top-down Zeldas more than this. But
But
this
guys,
one I had trouble with.
this game is, famous as being like the greatest game of all time.
Yeah. Well,
So
I will say I I wanted to talk about the controls because that's the
yeah,
one peeve I have too. I do have a peeve about the controls is the movement in the game, especially when
Yeah.
you're at the beginning, like you're saying, Keith. I don't know if you remember when you had to get the 50 rupees and you had to climb it and stuff. I was falling off all the time on that little tiny walkway
Oh,
thing.
the platforms.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
Just like that Z button or the whatever the button is on the bottom to get it so you're behind yourself. And
Yeah,
I'd be turning while I was doing that, and I'd be like, "Okay, I need to get behind myself," and then all of a sudden, I was facing myself again, over and
yeah.
over and over again, and then off the edge, and I'm falling and starting over again. So,
exactly. Yeah.
So
that
how
was
did everybody play this game? Like in what format? So Russ, you emulated it, right?
Yes and no. I have a EverDrive cartridge with all the N64 games on it, so
Okay.
it goes into my actual N64, so original hardware, but the ROMs on an EverDrive. And then I was using a Retro Fighter controller, so not an original N64 controller. It's more shaped like a modern day controller, so I was using that.
But how are the buttons on it in comparison to N64? Like button configuration?
Yeah, I mean it's right here. Just grab it.
Yeah. And what about you, Keith? What did you play it on?
OG, the
OG.
OG
Okay.
cartridge, OG console.
Okay. And Bryce?
I played it on Switch emulator, Switch Online.
Switch on. I played it the
Yeah.
same way. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, pretty
Oh,
similar then, eh?
So similar in a way, yes.
Right. It's just easier to hold like as a modern.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. Bryce, I also played it on it. I used a pro controller,
oh, nice.
and what was a little confusing for me is, like at the top right of the screen, it'll show like physically show you the buttons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
looking at a pro controller, completely different, you know? So it was kind of like trying to figure out which button was actually like this button and that
The
in
blue
comparison
button
to
or
the
the green button.
So
Yeah.
Bryce, did you have any confusion with like did you use a pro controller or did you use the
I
Joy-Cons?
used the Joy-Cons
Okay.
because
And did you
and
have
I
any issue with it?
not really. I kind of understood it because and I think the reason why I understood it because I played N64. I just never played Ocarina Time as a kid, but I
Okay.
kind of understood which one was the A, B, E, and stuff. So I
Yeah.
kind of got the gist of it, and I'm
Yeah.
really good at like getting the gist of like what the controls are. So I'm pretty good at
Yeah.
that.
Well, clearly
Yeah.
from your Geometry Dash videos, you get it figured out pretty quick. What
Yeah.
would we give it for a score out of 5? Russ, what do you
What do you
think?
think, Bryce or Russ?
All right, I'll go.
Go with Russ.
To Algo?
I'll probably give it a 4, honestly.
Okay.
I would give it oh this is uh I'm giving it I'm deciding between either a 3.5 or a 4.5. Because like there's a lot of problems with it, but there's also a lot of really good things with it. So I would
Well, you
say
can go in the middle. Go 4.
4. Yeah, well, let's do 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Keith?
Oh, throwing under the bus here. I'm gonna go 4 because it's classic and it's one I want to play more of. I just was having a really hard time with it. I need to buckle down, so I'll give it a 4.
I think because of the controls, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I'm giving it a 3.5.
Okay. Now I am curious since we all mentioned controls.
Yeah.
It did come out on the 3DS as well, so I don't know if it's fixed on there, and it might
Hmm.
be more enjoyable to play on the 3DS because I did play through Majora's Mask on the 3DS, not on the
Okay.
N64. So
Yep.
maybe it's just
Yeah.
better on there because it was a later release. So who knows? So
I
maybe that'll
I
be the way to
actually
go.
I actually heard that what was it? The 3DS, yeah, the 3DS
Yeah,
versions
3DS.
weren't really great. I heard
Oh,
they were
okay.
not
Not
that
too
great.
great.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe a Switch 2 release. Who knows?
I mean, it's already on the Nintendo Online, but if they
Yeah.
can get a remastered version or whatever, like they did for, what was it? What was it, Bryce?
What?
Would they remake? What was
Oh,
Zelda game?
Skyward Sword,
Skyward Sword. If they do a remake like that,
or Link's
maybe.
Awakening as well.
Right,
There
which
you
was on
go.
the Game Boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what the comments. We reached out to you guys on our social media about this game. Tell you play along with us. So kind of curious on what you guys had to say. So let's see. Where the heck is my thing? I don't see it. They switched. Here it is. There we go.
What did you say? What did you say? Springfield, let's hear from you.
I'm like freaking StreamYard changing everything. All right, here we go. Instagram. We got Waves and Games says, I played Ocarina of Time off and on, never beating it until April 22nd,
Wow.
2024. I decided that the only way I'd get through it would be to stream it. It took me
Mhm.
14 weeks, but now I totally understand why it's a classic.
Wow.
Exploring that world growing up would have made quite the impression on anyone playing. Plus, the music, as we all know, is top notch.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I'll give them that for sure.
We had our little reel, outstanding, and my man, thank you for this. I guess they enjoyed the game as well. And Retro Games Plus said, "My shirt is fire."
Wait, is that a Pokeball shirt?
No, it had it was like bomb pops, like the popsicle on there.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I did have a few on our YouTube community page, which we post on there as well. Purchase splurge thrifting. Colby, he says, so I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not the biggest fan of the Legend of Zelda series. Admittedly, my gaming preferences just lie elsewhere, and I prefer a different style of gaming. Totally respect the franchise, just wasn't something I was into like some of my friends were. However, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the exception to this. I was absolutely floored by the game when it released and was memorized by the new 3D graphics, gameplay, and gentle, soothing music soundtrack. I thought it was well done and full of surprises. I was lucky enough to get it for Christmas the year it dropped. I feel even in 2025, this one is one of the few N64 games that truly holds its high replay value. I give it 4.5 out of 5.
Ooh.
Cheers, guys. That's pretty good. Good review there.
I'll say, like, it's a shame none of us had mentioned this game last week for soundtrack, because
Yeah.
the soundtrack is
That's a pretty good one.
really iconic.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. Especially Gerudo Valley. I've seen so
Mhm.
many covers of that for sure. You know
Same,
what's
same.
funny? Speaking of that, when I streamed it, I got flagged within the first 3 minutes because of the titles screen. It was like
Yeah.
Wow.
copyright,
wow.
like because I think I was getting ready, so the music was just playing and I wasn't talking
Yeah.
or anything, so you
Yeah.
could hear it clearly, and then it was just like, "Hey, we know that music. We're gonna give you a little."
Yeah.
Was this on the
Nintendo-
Rustly channel?
Yeah, so I was live streaming on my new retro gaming channel, Rustly, Russly.
Mhm.
So I was over there promoting that. And no issue. I mean, it was like, hey, just give you a slap on the wrist. That's all.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are we getting into next week for renting for the Warp Pipe rental?
Next week, we are going to go to the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and get some Mega Man X.
Another classic for sure.
Very popular Mega Man title for the
It's a gooder.
SNES. So, another good soundtrack too as well. So,
yeah.
we'll play that this weekend and see what you guys think.
Nice, yeah. And if you guys are unsure what we're playing for a Warp Pipe rental, you could always hit up theweeklywarpipe.com. It's listed right there on the website that updates automatically weekly.
Nice.
Sweet.
That was a good pick.
All right.
Okay, it's
Oh, boy.
time.
Is it?
It's time. Bryce, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's get into Name That Quote, boys.
Hey, I bet you can't name that quote.
All right. So, I got a theme this week. I'll let
You have a
know
theme. Dave, you have a theme every week. No surprise there.
So loosely themed sometimes too.
Sometimes it's looser than others, but
Okay.
we're going with adventure movies with
Okay.
creatures.
With creatures. Okay.
So adventure movies with
I feel like that helps narrow it down some, maybe.
I'm trying.
A little bit.
So are you guys ready? So Bryce, as you know, I'm gonna read the quote. We're gonna talk about it. If you might know it, hold off for just a second. We'll play the audio, and then we'll see if we come up with it. So
Okay.
you guys ready for number one?
Yes,
Here we
sir.
go. This is from 1989. So late 80s. You got your stupid remote control back. Now turn off the lights.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Keeping it easy.
Get your stupid control back. Now turn off the lights.
Remote control.
Remote control.
You got your stupid remote control back. Now turn off the lights.
Nothing's really
Better
ringing
hear
a
it.
bell. Yeah.
You got your stupid remote control back. Now turn off the lights.
I can't even place that actor saying that.
That
Maybe
made
because
it
it's so
much
bad.
worse.
It made it worse.
Any
Wait,
guesses,
again?
Bryce? Yeah, let's play it again.
You got your stupid remote control back. Now turn off the lights.
Gremlins?
Is it?
You thinking Gremlins?
It is not Gremlins.
Is
It's a
it-
good guess, though.
Is it Batman Returns?
It is not Batman Returns.
Is
I
it
got no
Batman
guess.
Forever?
Do we give up, boys?
I can't play it. Maybe I'll just throw one out there. I'd say E.T. I don't know. I feel like that's too
Flight
late.
of the Navigator.
Yeah,
E.T. was
like
way early 80s.
way earlier. Yeah. I don't know it then. You stumped us.
All right. It is the character Maurice from Little Monsters.
Okay, now maybe I can picture it.
So it's Howie Mandel.
Oh, this is the one
He's like a blue creature with like
Yeah.
a horn,
Yes.
and they go under the
Yes.
bed.
With Fred Savage from The Wizard
Yeah.
Yes,
and the one
that is a classic one.
and The Wonder
This
Years.
is
And
This is above my pay grade, so I
right. You're here for moral support at this point.
yeah.
All right. Sorry, guys. All right. We're going number 2. I'm not going to give the year on this because it might give it away, but it is early.
okay, E.T.
Early. E.T. Okay, you ready? Here we go. $10,000 for me by myself. For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Mm. I've definitely seen the movie. It sounds super familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I want to hear the audio. Yeah, it's not ringing a bell yet. Let's see what the audio
Okay.
says.
$10,000 for me by myself. For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Okay, I think I got it with that one there.
Okay. Okay.
And you
Famous
saying it
Russ.
early too.
Yeah.
So Although,
Any
wait.
guesses, guys?
Oh, wait. Because I think that's 2 or you said you're not giving us the year, right? It's
I
just
didn't give
early.
you either.
Okay, so I think I know it. I'm going with Jaws.
That is correct.
Nice.
And I picked this specifically for a very specific reason, Russ.
Oh, it was because of my video?
Because I pulled the same thing when we did another one, and I forget what it was, but we did the same thing, and you couldn't guess it. I wanted to make sure you got it. I don't remember. Maybe it was Batman Returns. I don't know.
Yeah.
But regardless, yes. So that was in 1975.
I was making a
That was Quint from Jaws.
nice. Yeah, it's fresh on my mind. I just did a custom NES controller with Jaws, and 4th of July weekend, everyone's kind of
Right.
watching the movie. It's the 50th anniversary of the movie, so people are pumped on it. And I was like, you know what? That certainly reminds me of Jaws. I think that's what we're going with.
All right. You ready for no? Okay, so you got that one. The next one is 1987.
Be gentle.
Okay. This one's a good one. I'm excited for this one.
I'm scared.
Here we go. Well, we've got some big guns and some big guns, but I'm afraid we're all out of big ammo. Who's next?
Think something with the creature. That one's
It's
not
not-
ringing a bell either.
Let me
It's
read
not
it again.
Independence Day.
I'm sorry.
Independence
Independence Day?
Day.
No, it's not Independence Day.
That would have been a good one, though.
That
to
would have
go
been a good
with,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a good guess. Well, we've got some big guns and some big guns, but I'm afraid we're all out of big ammo. Who's next?
I haven't played the quote, but I could feel Chris Rock saying that line
Chris Rock. Yeah.
for some reason.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
play the quote.
Play the quote.
Well, we've got some big guns and some big guns, but I'm afraid we're all out of big ammo. Who's next?
Not ringing a bell for me. Keith gave a little
The
sigh.
actor, I can picture him. I just can't.
If it'll help you, I'll name the actor.
Well, we've got some big guns and some big guns, but I'm afraid we're all out of big ammo. Who's next?
Trying to
Looking
picture
at
the
him.
scene too. Like,
I mean, I'm guessing Harry and the Hendersons, but that's all I got.
You are correct.
nice. It was that? Okay.
I had to throw Harry and the Hendersons in.
I figured as much.
Did you actually know that?
It was
out there?
it was a guess, but it was
Yeah.
a slightly educated guess.
Okay. So
Based
that was
on the
there.
fact that
We've been talking about it for
It
weeks.
needed to be in here eventually, and that's
Yes.
the dad in it, and then I was like, yeah, I know this.
Do you have
John
that?
Lithgow?
You have it on VHS or
I do.
whatever day?
I do.
Should you bring it to Siege?
Why should I bring it to
So we go watch it at the Airbnb.
Oh yeah, because the Airbnb is gonna have a VHS player.
VCR.
I do have one of those portable VCRs with the handle.
Perfect.
I
With
never
a
seen
little
one of those.
It's got a little screen.
Oh, it's got a
Like, you
screen
just-
with it too.
All you do is plug it in, and you pop the VHS in there, and it's got a little screen built right in.
I'm gonna be sitting in bed with the whole unit, just like.
Oh,
Yeah,
you mean like
watching Harry and the Hendersons?
no, like what's his name? Oh my God, what's his name? Captain Jack
McCartney?
Sparrow. Who's Captain Jack Sparrow?
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street, where he's laying on the bed and he's got the CRT TV on him.
Oh
And
right.
he's watching TV.
Before swiping TikTok became.
Yes,
a thing.
exactly. Yeah. So you guys got 1 out of 3. Well, you got 2 out of 3, even though
got
it was
2
an
out of
educated guess.
Come on, it was a
So-
right guess.
But you guys got to get prepared because I'm gonna get some good ones for Siege. So we got the live podcast. So
Yeah.
come ready. We're gonna have crowd participation, all that. So good job, guys. Until next
Sweet.
week.
That's it.
All right, we're jumping into rad or bogus. We've each picked a topic. We're gonna have two things in that topic. One is rad, one is bogus. And we're throwing it in the garbage. Go ahead, Russ.
Bogus. Nice.
All right.
All right, where are we starting here tonight?
I think we should start with our guest.
I think we start with our guest too.
What do you got for a topic
yeah.
for us?
See, so it's video games. Video
Yeah.
games.
Okay.
The one I have is TMNT, the OG arcade beat 'em up kind of thing,
Okay.
or Battletoads.
Now, are you talking on NES?
Well,
No,
yeah,
he's-
so the TMNT's on arcade, the arcade, but
Okay.
the Battletoads I think is on NES.
There
Okay.
was an arcade Battletoads. That's why I didn't know if we were pitting two arcades.
Oh yeah,
against
no,
each
no,
Oh,
other.
I didn't
no.
realize that.
I didn't know that either, but I'm talking about the NES Battletoads.
Okay, so
Okay, so
NES
NES
Battletoads.
Battletoads versus this guy
Arcade,
right
yeah.
here.
Arcade.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ooh, oh, it's on me. I mean,
Battletoads, right?
What am I gonna pick? It would have been really bad if I chose Battletoads after that.
Imagine.
Oh, but Bryce, there are two turtle games. There was Turtles in Time, and there was. I mean,
There's
what is it?
actually three, because there's
three.
Turtles 2, the arcade, which is that one behind
Right.
you, right?
Right.
There's the Manhattan Project.
Yeah, but was that on arcades?
I don't know. That might have just been an NES title.
I think that was just the NES. So on this, we have the original Turtles, and
And
then we have
Turtles in
so
Time.
our
Turtles
Turtles the
in Time.
arcade game, and then Turtles in Time.
Right.
I think whatever. I'll just go with whatever is behind you.
Okay.
The OG. Well, let's go with the OG.
Yeah.
I think I'd have a hard time. As hard as Battletoads is, and the fact that I've never made it past the turbo tunnel on the speeder bikes,
Mm.
I'd have a hard time not having Battletoads in my life. But I'm gonna have to pick Turtles the arcade as rad, and sadly, guess I will
Get rid of-
never make it through the turbo tunnel because it's gone. She gone.
And that means there's also no more Battletoads Double Dragon.
Just straight up Double Dragon is all we get. We get Double Dragon and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now.
Nice.
Ooh.
I like that.
Imagine. Okay, I
like
can see where that's
that.
going.
That's pretty good.
Because then I was thinking, okay, if we get rid of Turtles, maybe Turtles in Time still comes out, right? If we get rid of the Turtles arcade one, you're like, maybe there's a chance you still get Turtles in Time.
I don't know.
But maybe
You're
they would have
sure of
never
that?
even went that direction with the genre, right? Because look at the first Turtles we got.
Well, on NES, though, you're saying.
On NES, on DOS, on all that stuff, right? It was
He's going old school with the DOS programs.
On the floppy disk.
It was on a floppy disk. That's how I played it for the very first time.
I remember the floppy disk. The floppy disk. Oh my gosh.
You probably remember the little floppy disks.
No, the big one. I'm talking the big one. I'm talking the big one.
Yeah,
I'm talking the big one.
Really floppy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right, Russ, what'd you pick?
Nice.
I'll probably have to go with Turtles as rad. And unfortunately, Battletoads, bogus.
Okay.
Bryce?
How about you, Bryce?
Turtle. I played that at Chuck E. Cheese's when I was a kid. Turtles, definitely.
Nice.
Nice.
I have fond memories of Turtles as well because my uncle used to own a arcade slash, kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese's where it was like an arcade slash. They had like pizza and ice cream and all that stuff. And I used to play it there, and he used to open up the machine and just give me like 1,000 credits. So I used to play that like all afternoon. It was called Pips in I think it was Madison, Connecticut.
Nice.
So
nice.
I guess since the camera's on me, I'll go next.
Okay.
Back to David.
So I'm going movies this week, and I found out that Bryce is a fan of cartoon movies. So, are you ready, Bryce?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
I'm going to go. You guys got to choose between Space Jam or Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That's a tough one.
I went
I go
Stroking my
hard,
beard.
guys.
I'll jump in. I'll probably lean towards Roger Rabbit because I feel without Roger Rabbit, there wouldn't be no like Toontown and like theme parks, right? You could go on the ride and experience
Okay.
that. That's really fun. The NES game was okay, but I think just seeing the I don't know the like mystery of what's going on and seeing those Looney Tune characters there rather than with Space Jam. Like if you weren't into basketball, you're like, like it was fun, it was cool, but I think not having like if you weren't into sports, you're gonna have so much more fun with like Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm. What
Uh,
do you think, Keith?
So Space Jam is one of those movies for me that I had it on VHS as a kid, and it was one that I would just put in and let it play in the background while I
Mm-hmm.
was playing with toys or building things out of cardboard. I think to me as a kid, Roger Rabbit was just slightly on the creepy side, especially with the dip and the shoes.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna have to save Space Jam because
Okay.
I love it. I don't know why. I'm not even a huge basketball fan, but it's got
yeah,
Bill
Okay.
Murray in it. So
Sure. Yeah, it
that's
does have Bill
true.
Space
Murray
That's
in
Jam,
true.
it.
He does
Yeah,
come in.
it does
Yeah.
have
Space
Bill
Jam's
Murray.
totally rad.
Okay.
Literally
How about
rad.
you, Bryce?
So for me, I don't know, because Roger Rabbit was a creepy but good movie. Like he said, I don't know, because I like them both. They're both weird and but they're both like I don't know. I
All right.
I would say Space Jam. Space Jam,
Okay.
'cause as a kid, I had the VHS, like just like Keith, and
Sure.
I love. I'm gonna say Space Jam.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We're
So
gonna split
I
decision
guess
this, aren't we?
I'm gonna split the difference, and we are going Who Framed Roger Rabbit as Rad and Space Jam. Get out of here, because I also don't want that LeBron James version.
Ugh, yeah, that's the only thing that holds it back, right? I mean,
I
So
will.
Jordan has how many rings though?
so we got 2 and 2.
So even Stevens
There we go. All
both
right.
still exist.
Yeah. So who's yeah. So who's going next? Russ, Keith.
You go, Key. I'm
Okay.
still searching my list here to
Okay. All right.
get one.
All right. Now I went cartoons and I didn't want to go too old school because we have
Okay.
Bryce on. So I decided I would go with Simpsons and Family Guy.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Mhm.
One's going away forever. Simpsons is on like
Um,
its 3700th season,
I think well the Simpsons also like they could tell the future.
right?
So we can kind of learn something from the Simpsons. Go ahead, Bryce.
I'm gonna say Simpsons.
You're gonna say
I'm
Simpsons
Simpsons.
is rad.
Simpsons is rad because Family Guy, and it's more than just the jokes and stuff. I think Family Guy is just. I mean, Simpsons crew too, but I think Family Guy just takes it over the top, and so
Yeah.
that's out. No, I like
All right.
Simpsons a lot better.
I got
Let's
my
skip it.
answer. I got my answer. I'm picking the Simpsons because without the Simpsons, there is no Family Guy
Or Futurama or
or
anything
any
like
of
that.
those. So
Okay. Okay.
I'm going in that direction. How about you, Russ?
I'm gonna choose American Dad. Oh wait. no.
Nice. Good pick. It's your podcast. You decide.
I'd probably go with Simpsons for sure. I mean, Simpson mania, like growing up, it was everywhere. It had posters, buttons, the NES games, playing
T-shirts.
them,
Do the
T-shirts, like
Bartman.
doing the Bartman. I had the freaking cassette tape
I had
of
the set of doing the
Simpsons Sing the
Bartman.
Blues and like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, Family Guy's good stuff. They got some games too, I think, but I don't know. Simpsons is classic for sure.
I think it's definitely more of a generational thing too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm picking Simpsons as well because, like, for us, Bryce, maybe not so much for you, but for us, we experienced the start of The Simpsons with when Bart was the main character, and
Yeah.
now it's changed and Homer is the main character. So any cartoon that can go from having one of the leads as the focal point to another, I think that's pretty epic. So
And I'd
Simpsons all the way
also
for me.
say that if we ended up picking Family Guy, then our buddy Jared from Pandemic,
So mad.
he would not have like a collection.
He's
Yeah,
so
that's
mad at us.
true.
Nothing.
So
That
we're
was a horrible-
saving Jared as well,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Perfect.
which we will see at Siege as well.
Yeah, I saw he was announced.
I
So
love
there you go.
Jared.
Yeah,
He's
Jared's
awesome.
great.
Yeah, he has a tattoo too.
Yes, he got the Bartman tattoo
Yeah,
Yep.
at
He's
the
a Bartman.
which con was that?
Ohio or something. I
Ohio.
can't remember.
Oh, Torg.
Maybe
Torg.
it was Torque. Maybe it was
Yeah.
Torque.
All right, Russ, you're up.
All right, we're doing candies from the
Ooh.
90s. We got Warheads or Crybabies.
Oh, that's a good one.
Kind of similar, kind of different. I definitely remember eating both of those there.
Mhm.
So one's
Now,
got to go away.
Crybabies was gum,
Right,
right?
right. But
And
like
Warheads,
was
yeah,
like a
Warheads you were just
lozenge,
stuck
like
on,
a suck on
right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And after the first 30 seconds, you had to survive like the first 30 seconds of a Warhead.
Which is
Basically,
exactly why I'm going to
basically.
pick Warheads. It's exactly why, for the trauma.
Nice.
I would
Go ahead,
say
Bryce.
Warheads.
Warheads.
You're saving Warheads. Okay.
Yeah. It was so painful, but yeah.
The logo is cool. I like the logo. on
It
those.
does have a cool logo. I feel
Yeah.
like they spot on with that. I got a bunch. I think it's so many different flavors and stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think I go Warheads as well. Crybabies are neat, but I don't know. Maybe the marketing was just better with the Warheads. Because with the exploding head, you're like, well, I don't want to be like a baby crying.
Right?
Could be a man eating the Warheads. I'm eating
Well,
5
you know
at a
what?
time.
Head exploding.
I guess I'm
Crying
not a
still the same.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm not a man because I'm going Crybabies.
Oh yeah,
I'm going Crybabies.
Crybabies.
Because
like
I
that
don't
gum.
know, they were tolerable enough where you didn't have to spit it out,
Right.
and it was gum.
Yeah.
So, it I mean, a Warhead was just like a lozenge, like that you were talking about, and I feel like, yeah, the Crybabies, they also had like, I don't know, I like the texture of the Crybaby as well. It was kind of rough,
Yeah.
had some texture to it. I almost do prefer the Crybabies logo. I think the Crybabies logo was a little bit more like Garbage Pail Kid-esque,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it,
you
yeah.
know? And then the Warheads was like that exploding head and whatnot.
Yeah.
I've never had Crybabies. I've had Warheads. I've never had Crybabies.
Okay.
So seeing this is really interesting.
Yeah, the Crybabies were they were little balls of gum.
I'm
Can
totally
you-
buying Warheads tomorrow.
I'm totally going to buy Crybabies. They probably have them at Five Below. Yeah,
5
man.
sour flavors.
Oh, wow.
Double
I'm
bubble.
totally going for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all they
That's
look like
cool.
there.
Nice.
Sweet.
So there's the Rat or Bogus. We've got everyone in there.
Perfect.
Wait, I have one more. I just thought of this.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
we got a
I have-
bonus.
It's
Bonus
mixing
I
up.
round.
think you guys were like this one.
We're going rogue.
TMNT, like just straight up, just TMNT or Power Rangers.
Oh. I think I know where Bryce is going with this. Because Bryce is a
Oh.
90s kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going
going-
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Dip.
Yeah. That was my show. I have all the toys still. My daughter plays with all of the old vintage toys now, especially with my old sewer playset. Yeah, man. I'm
Mhm.
going Ninja Turtles.
Same
Fair
here.
enough. Fair enough.
Same
I-
with Keith.
Same with Keith. I'm leaning that way. I enjoyed Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin, right? I loved
Yeah.
the movie when it
The
came
OG.
out. I don't think I had any of the toys growing up. I definitely had tons of Ninja Turtle toys.
and I feel like I was just more faithful to that franchise with like video games, the toys, the movies. With Power Rangers, I was just watching the TV series, saw the movie, and then after that, I didn't watch any of the like Power Rangers Neo or Ninja Storm and time travel. I didn't realize there was so many. Like they kept going. So if I had to choose one, I go with Turtles still.
Great.
Bryce?
And Bryce, I'm assuming
Power Rangers.
that's what I guessed.
Yeah.
Now,
What's your-
okay, Bryce, what's your favorite Power Ranger?
I don't know. I like the red one. I like the black one.
Okay.
Especially in Dino Force, the Dino Force Black Ranger. I had that as a kid. I like I like all of them, but I would say red, definitely red.
Red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know. Power Rangers is above my pay grade. I have no idea.
Same here.
I do want to play there's a new like beat 'em up style game
Yeah,
that
Oh,
came
really?
out. Rita's Revenge or something like that, or Rita something.
It looks
Do you know
Rewind.
who put that out?
It's got to be whoever did the Ninja Turtles one
Predators,
because
yeah.
it looks the same.
And Toxic Crusaders. The
Right, they
people
all
who
look
did
the same.
Toxic Crusaders, yeah.
Is it Retroware?
Yeah, Retroware, yeah. I think
Retroware.
so.
Oh, okay, cool. That wasn't at PAX, Russ?
I didn't see that. No, not at their booth there.
Okay.
So
I'll have to look into that.
yeah,
Nice.
should be a good one.
Thanks for pulling that out of your hat there,
All right.
Russ.
We ready
Bryce.
here?
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's see. We're jumping into our main topic, but we're going to do a quick commercial break, and then we're going to talk about some retro gaming stuff. Let's jump to a break.
Want to spice up your summer? Win a week at the WMMR Taco Bell Beach House and a chance to win a trip to Cancun, Mexico. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Now open late. To register, just stop by any participating Taco Bell restaurant or send a postcard with your name, address, and daytime phone number to WMMR Taco Bell Beach House. P.O. Box 1767, Philadelphia, PA 19106. From the station that reaches the beaches, 93.3 WMMR.
When is too much too much? To find out, we crammed everything into Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. 60 more levels, massive enemies, huge Yoshi tricks, all served up with the latest graphic technology, Morphmation. No more. Sure you don't have room for another little bonus level? Super Mario World 2, only on the Super NES. Still the big one.
Hey guys, did you know that we're offering channel memberships to help support the show? $1 gets you early access to videos, loyalty badge, and custom emojis. $3 gets you members only live streams, shout outs, and the Warp Pipe rental employee package. That's going to include a custom sticker, button, and membership card. With the Warp Pipe rental employee card, you'll be able to choose rentals for us to do on the show, including movies and video games. And during our once a month live stream, you guys will be able to chat with us while we're recording the episode. So consider signing up today to support the show and jump in the Warp Pipe with us every Saturday at 9 a.m.
All right.
Russ,
Yes.
did you know that Bryce works at Taco Bell?
No, he does.
I do,
Yeah.
yes.
Russ.
That's so odd. I chose like commercial at random. I was like, this is so funny. Like, let's throw it in Taco Bell commercial and you can win a trip.
That's awesome.
That's
Perfect.
awesome.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That's
Yeah.
almost as grotesque as the original Xbox commercial.
Right?
For
Some
sure.
of those
Yeah.
commercials from that time were pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right. We're talking about being part of the retro gaming community, being on YouTube, going to conventions. We're going to get into the nit and gritty. I mean, I've been on the retro gaming community probably as long as I've been on YouTube, so almost 16 years. So I've certainly seen and met tons of people through this community.
Sure.
So I actually have a question because I'm kind of newer to the retro gaming community. How old are you guys? Not how old are you guys, but how long have you guys been in the retro gaming community?
All right. So, well, Russ, he's
Yeah, probably about 16 years. I say with
16
mine, so.
years. What are we in? We're in 2015. So Russ that's what, like 2009 ish.
Yeah.
Is that when
yeah,
you
I think-
started YouTube?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. What about you, Keith?
I've only been really into the retro gaming community, like out talking to people, getting to know people and stuff like that for a couple of years since I started YouTube. Before that, I had a few retro games from like my childhood, but I hadn't delved super deep into it until really I was like, I think I want to do YouTube, and this is what I want to kind of have a creative outlet doing. And that's when it started. So I've been lucky enough to meet a lot of people really fast and make some really good friends, like all of you here. So
Mhm.
Yeah. And
How
I got
about you, Dave?
into it with I probably got it into it I mean, now if we're talking about just the community itself, I
Right.
probably have
Yeah.
Russ to thank for that because Russ was doing the YouTube. I was hanging out with Russ. We went to some conventions together. I met a lot of I say it all the time, you know, I'm back in the day, even to this day, I'm Russ's sidekick. You know, like I'm the one that I'm the tag along guy who comes along, and I met a lot of people because of Russ. Um, and they've just been very welcoming to me as well. Uh, you know, OG NES Pursuit, Game Chasers, um, the retro gaming community, even before getting into the community, got me through some rough times about it's actually 10 years now. I'm not going to talk about it, but you know,
Yeah.
because it's in the past, but like there was some rough times after you know, around 2015 where um I needed something to kind of, you know, get my mind off of things, and retro game community was there, and that's where I kind of like dove into a lot of retro game channels. And then I was lucky enough to meet all of those people I watch.
Mhm.
Um, funnily enough, I got my TV right across from me, and it's just streaming Game Chasers right now. So you know, those are one of the guys that really got me into it as well.
What
So yeah.
what Oh, nice. That's awesome. I was going to say, so for me, so going on how the retro gaming community has affected me, it's been amazing. Like I could go on, and I will, but I want to say something about the like tough times because I've gone through tough times too. And I feel like the retro gaming community has always been there for me since I've been in it. And I was going through rough times with the trolls and bullies and just stuff I was dealing with, and they were praying for me. Like Jared, Eric, everyone was just there for me and supporting me, and I really appreciate that. And actually, Jared got me inspired me to get baptized again. And so
Nice.
that's really got me connected with the Church of Seacoast, and it's and because of that, they're a family to me, just like the rest of the
Yeah.
gaming community. So
yeah.
it's just I just love the community because everyone's so positive. Everyone knows everyone. And even like the big creators like Retro Rick, Riff, they're always happy to meet new people. They're always happy to meet. They don't take it like so seriously and be like for instance Bill Murray where he doesn't like meeting fans or something. They always love meeting fans, and they are like Riff and Rick, Arkansas Picker, all those people. Actually, I got into the community like the our community because of Arkansas Picker. I was watching this stuff because I watched Retro Rick actually, and at 2023 Southeast Game Exchange, I went to what was it? Oh, I went to Arkansas Picker and said, "Hey, I'm Bryce JW. Nice to meet you." And he got confused because I was a fan of his. Has 1,000 subs, and now he's like 20,000 or more. Uh, he had to do a double take. He said because as his name Sebastian W was just like Bryce JW, and I said, "No, I'm Bryce JW."
Oh,
So,
nice.
so and through him, I've actually met um Saturn Steve,
Yep.
and which is a great guy. I
Yep.
met so many great people, and they've all been so supportive and kind. I've got to be on the next year. I got to be on Mort's Garage.
Oh, nice. Yep.
which was an honor, and it's just crazy. And because like I've been watching these
There you
guys
go.
for a couple. I like the hat. The hat. And the fact that I've been watching these guys for a couple years, and then finally to meet them is just an honor. Like it's just like I'm pretty big, I think, but these guys are just like I've been watching for years, and
Yeah.
to finally be a part and be like coexist with them is just an amazing experience. So
Bryce, what was the one like? So you went to Siege. Are there
Mhm.
other cons that you go to besides Siege?
Yeah. So I actually was a guest at RetroCon 2 in Williamson, and I
Okay.
also and I was supposed to be a guest at Game Center Station, but unfortunately I had a family emergency kind of thing, so I couldn't go there. Um, but I've been to PAX East, and I know
Oh,
Russ has been
really?
there. Yeah,
Nice.
I've gone there for 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's awesome. It's one of my favorite conventions. Siege is probably my favorite, but
Yeah.
PAX East is just so huge.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah. I
Do you
have a
play?
great
PAX is a
Let's say, do you play board games at all? Because
uh
they're very big board game presence there.
yeah, I know there is, but I'm mainly there just to meet people and for
Okay.
video games.
Yeah,
I know there's a big board game presence, but I like the video game aspect of it, and so
yeah.
I think a board game creator follows me even though I have nothing to do with board games. So that's cool. But I like PAX East because I can meet so many big creators. And
Yeah.
and just like and they some of them even know me, so it's crazy. But yeah.
That's great. That's great.
What
That
about
was
you,
kind of
Keith?
your. Oh, sorry. So you kind of gave your intro there, like so you went to Siege, right? And you got to
Yeah.
meet Arkansas Picker, and then it kind of snowballed from there, right?
Yeah.
For me, it was really rad weekend. I decided I was going to do YouTube, and I decided that was where I was going to go. It was going to be my first convention, so I went and had no idea what I was doing at all. And like at all, I bought a gimbal, I had a fancy camera, the whole nine, and I rolled in there and spent my first night there. Woke up in the morning, went down to the beach, and I was just wandering around on the beach. And I turned around, and Andy Pac-Man Case was standing there. So I went over and talked to him, and he was so welcoming and so friendly. It
Yeah.
just right away, all of that anxiety and all those concerns of being part of the gaming community, like we're talking about, kind of just washed away. It was like
Yeah.
the ocean took them in that moment because
Yeah.
getting to talk to Pac-Man Case was so nice. And then as I was going into the convention that morning, when the doors opened, I ran into John Riggs, I ran into Riff, I ran into Ricky, and they were all just so genuine and so nice and so accepting just immediately for being folks that are, as someone that had 20 subscribers at this point and is
Yeah.
Oh
walking into a
wow.
convention, they accepted me as one of
Yeah.
them, right? Like you said,
Yeah.
Wow.
they're
So what
everyone's
year
so
was
friendly and
that?
so nice. That was about last year, year before. So it was 2
Oh
years ago.
wow.
Um, and yeah, I hung out with them and visited with them, and then was walking around the convention, got to meet Retro Rick, uh,
hmm
Oh yeah.
Bro Wolf, all those guys, right?
Yeah.
Uh, like Retro Beard Adam, got to meet him there, and just a great time getting to. It was a really glad weekend's a very small convention. It's at a hotel
Yeah.
around the beach. It's like a beach resort vacation type convention.
Okay.
hmm
Okay.
Does
Is that
everyone?
in California?
No, Florida.
Florida. Oh right. Yes,
Yeah,
Florida.
but
Okay.
hmm
so close and
And
so friendly, right? And it was awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
cool
was
to
you go
hear,
ahead.
right? It's cool to hear you talk about like Retro Rick, Bryce, and how they're all those big creators
hmm
are friendly people. They're nice, genuine people, right?
hmm
hmm
Rick I was talking to Rick one day, and he was telling me and a couple other folks that they said that they like meeting the people, their viewers, that like talking to these people.
Yeah.
Rick told me that he makes sure when one of his viewers or someone that wants to have a visit with Rick, when they come up to him and they say
hmm
hi, he immediately and consciously asks them about themselves. He wants to know about you. He knows about himself. He doesn't. To him, he's just him, right?
Right.
But he consciously asks people that are talking to him, what are you into? What are you looking for? And it really struck a chord with me that that's how we should all be, right? Like, if someone wants to come up and say hi to you, we should be asking them about themselves. We should get to know them because we're all part of this community. So,
Yeah.
It's
to
funny that
all
you
be
you
involved.
mentioned that about Rick too, because the reason I know Rick is actually really strange because I was subscribed to Rick, I think when he had, I don't know, a few hundred subscribers. So this is like way back. And I was following him for, I don't know, several months or so. And randomly, he sends a message to me on Instagram out of the blue. Like, I'm like, I've been following this guy on YouTube. How is he messaging me? Like, it's crazy. And he messaged me because as a photographer, I had a photo studio. He saw my studio tour video on my channel. This was back, like I said, when he had like 102. This is before when I did like YouTube, like way, way back, but it was mainly like my photography stuff. And he just sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, dude, I saw your video of your studio tour and I loved it." And I was just like, "Dude, I follow you on YouTube. Like, that's crazy." And then that's how we kind of connected and stuff. So the funny thing about what Keith is saying is like exactly that. He reached out to me and he was telling me about the things that, kind of drew him to send me a message. And that's Rick. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
I
Russ, you've been doing this for a long time, right? Like
Mhm.
you are OG, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen people come and fall and
Yeah.
go, and I was gonna wear my I have a tank top that says superhero game squad, and that's
Right.
what the Pixel game squad was before they rebrand it. And me and Dave watched them when it was the NES Pursuit with
Right.
just Aaron and Ricky, and then they
Mhm.
made their triumphant return to YouTube. But yeah, it was great just going to different conventions and running into these creators and just chatting with people that had the same interest in you. It gets you excited to collect more when you're discussing it with likewise people where you're like,
Right.
oh yeah, I'm collecting NES games too. Do you have, do you oh yeah, I got some doubles. Did you want to trade? Like, and then it just gets the conversation going for sure.
Not only that, but I want to also add like because Keith had mentioned Pac-Man Case. I
Mhm.
remember very distinctly, Russ, you and I, when we went to Siege for the first time, we were at Jay's house
Yeah.
and Pac-Man Case was there, and we just sat on the porch and we just chatted about various YouTube things and whatever. And then what I thought was one of the highlights of the week is us sitting in Jay's kitchen and 8-Bit Eric was there.
Right.
And 8-Bit
Yeah.
Eric just sat with us for like at least an hour, especially with Russ, just talking about like doing different things on YouTube that could maybe help, enhance the channel or gain traction or whatever. And he's like, he literally took Russ's computer out of his hand and was showing him like
I'm
things
like, here,
to
log in.
look.
Just you do
Yeah,
this.
yeah, to like look into things. And like that was the community. And that was also, I think, I don't know if that was the first time we even met Eric
I
at
think it
that
was.
point.
He
I
just
think it
showed up
was.
randomly at Jay's house. We're like, oh, okay, this is
Yeah,
a party at Jay's.
it was him and Jay from Game Chasers. They showed up together. And yeah, dude, it was such a wild time. And I think J Love was there and who else? I mean, everyone was Brandy there? Maybe Brandy was there for a little while. I don't remember, but there were so many people. And this was like the first time. This is the first time I met Aaron actually too, because we
Okay.
picked him up from the airport that night. You had met him previously at Portland Gaming
Yeah.
Expo. So that was really cool to finally like I've talked to him in the past, like over the phone and things like that, but like to meet all of them in person, and it's just it was a even now, I know we're talking about retro gaming community, but even now that I'm doing a lot of toy hunting and a lot of toy videos and things like that, same thing with the toy community, man. Like I put out a few videos. I have like, I don't know, I think I just hit like 10 videos out,
Yeah, yeah.
and just over the past couple months, and the amount of support that I've even gotten from the toy community is blowing my mind. Because like these are people that have nothing to do with retro gaming.
Yeah.
Zero. And they're all toy collectors, and to be able to connect with people like Narc and Ed from Retro Geek Out, Turtle Chris, Pixel Dan, uh, and then the local guys, Sprooch and Cruz and Alex and all of those guys. It's been a crazy 2025 in that aspect, just for the fact of like meeting all of these guys and now having another different community. And it's interesting to go back to Siege now, where like I'm looking into toys and stuff. So like I feel like it's going to be a really cool dynamic with now the toy community clashing with the well, not clashing in a bad way, but like a good
Yeah, it'll be a
Yeah.
different. Yeah,
meet up with the retro game community is going to be awesome. So like
I am curious with because we all seem to have similar experiences where we're bringing in retro gaming community and YouTube, right? That seems to
Yeah.
be so I'm very curious on people who don't do YouTube, who are a part of
yeah,
the computer. They're just the people watching the channels, going to the conventions,
mhm.
and consuming it that way. Hopefully, they're having a great experience as well, and being able to maybe meet some of the creators that they watch, and get some inspiration on maybe things to collect because they see them. I mean, I watched like Metal Jesus
Yeah.
come up and coming, and I found so many hidden gems, right, to play new games. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, there's
Yeah.
some games I can look for when I go to a convention because I watched his video. So, even so, maybe people listening to the podcast, us doing the Warp Pipe rentals, maybe they get to play some games they, out of their comfort zone and
Yeah.
enjoy that.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
add that, like, when I, got into this because of you, Russ, I wasn't a YouTuber, and I was going to all these shows, and like I mean, I was trying it, but like let's be realistic, I wasn't really like I was no Russ Lyman, let's put it that way. I wasn't creating on a weekly basis or doing any of like that hard work. Yeah,
multiple times on a weekly basis.
yeah, dust your sleeveless shoulders off.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, and so like coming from that aspect of like not being on YouTube, but like being able to make friends with all the YouTubers, like uh, or you know what? I should even say this: meeting people that weren't even YouTubers and that were just maybe vendors at the shows or just friends of the other guests that were going.
Right, right.
Um, I mean, I feel like me personally, I feel like Siege is like I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves because we're going to talk about this next week. But I feel like we're getting into con season, so we have a lot to talk about next week. So we'll hold on that thought. But um, I don't know. I feel like I came at it from a different aspect from the beginning, and for me, listen, I'm not going to call myself a YouTuber just yet. Okay, like I got 10 videos. Like let's hold the phone. Like I got to keep up consistency, right? I'm trying to be realistic about it. But from Russ's aspect, like Russ got into it 16 years ago. I feel like I was there a majority of it. I think me and Russ, I mean, we probably met up around what, like, I don't know, 2012, 2013 when we
Right.
started kind of doing stuff.
Well, I was working
And
at a game store, and Dave would come in to the video game store to buy
right,
games. So we kind of got
right.
talking through that. So,
Yeah, and we got
was that
hung
wait,
out.
was that Retro Games Plus?
yep, at Retro Games
Not
Plus.
sponsored. Not sponsored yet. Not
Not
sponsored yet.
sponsored.
Chris.
No,
Chris.
yeah.
No.
I wanted to
Russ?
say something really important.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Bryce.
Thank you. One thing I've noticed is that like compared to other communities, because I've been in a bunch of different communities. I've been in the Geomdash, the Nintendo community, like
Yeah.
a bunch of different ones. Um, Something that I've noticed, like everyone knows everyone in the Geomdash community, but but in the retro community, everyone is so positive. Everyone like there's no drama for the most part. There's like positivity. And there's like they want to meet you. Like the YouTubers want to meet you and stuff. And like Rick, for instance, or even like Gamer Aimer and RNG and like I was so blessed to like message RNG and at Siege talk to Gamer Aimer and she was interested in my channel, so she subbed and stuff, and that was really nice. And like just like I think the difference is that everyone is just so much. I don't know, like I feel like everyone's so much more positive and nice because not just are we adults now, and like Geometry, there's a lot of kids and stuff, but also that we just we know how to treat each other and we want to learn from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. We're all just a bunch of grown-up nerds, right? Like we were all those kids that were playing Nintendo and having fun and talking about Nintendo and Sega and N64 and stuff like that on the playground. And now we can do it as adults and have fun hanging out. So do we have any comments on this
I
topic?
got 2 comments, on both of our platforms, so we'll jump over there. We usually post our topics on there. If you guys aren't following us already, we're on Instagram, the Weekly War Pipe, or you could go to our YouTube community page and see our questions there. Let's see.
What did you say? What did you say?
Springfield, let's hear from you.
All right, over on YouTube, we got Riffer City Ransom says, I absolutely love the retro gaming community. Anyone that I have ever met or talked to has been super chill. I first started collecting when I randomly came across an old Retro Rick video like 5 years ago, used his tips and tricks, and now I have a whole collection. Can't wait for Siege in a couple weeks. Hope to see you all there. Fantastic. Yeah. And then we have Instagram as well. Let's see. Let's bring that baby up. We got another bald nerd. Whoops. I totally missed the boat on being a part of this conversation. I think that retro gaming has a pretty solid community, mostly centered around YouTube and now Instagram. In my experience with these platforms, the community is open, welcoming, and it's easy to communicate and celebrate retro culture together. The gaming space also bleeds into the retro slash vintage toy communities, which is also amazing. Back around 2016 ish, I tried asking a Facebook group about a lot of Atari games I saw at a thrift store and ultimately got banished for not already knowing about them and to leave behind for a real collector. So Facebook just seemed to be toxic space. I don't have Facebook anymore, and I only miss using Marketplace. LOL. Hopefully, I will hit up more conventions and shows in the future and try to overcome my social anxieties to meet all the amazing people in these communities that YouTube and Instagram have created.
That's a good thing to mention actually too. Like if you go to these conventions and you have that anxiety, like I totally get it. I understand it. It's very overwhelming. There's a lot of people and there's a lot of like it's just like sensory overload, right? But my advice is like don't be afraid to say hello to somebody because I would have known Keith if it weren't for Russ.
Right.
I wouldn't have known Jay if it weren't for Russ.
Damn.
There's a
I'm
lot of
bringing the
like,
community together, people.
Even just me and Russ, right? Like if
I wouldn't know
had
Bryce
reached
if it
out,
weren't for Keith.
right? Exactly.
Dude, on a whim, like
Go to this.
I don't know how I came across Keith, but like I found him somehow, and then I was like, "Yo, jump on my show. I do this top 3 Tuesday thing. I just need you to film like a minute clip, and I'll throw you in." And we got it started communicating, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be at SoCal." I'm like, "I'm coming out," and I was like, "When you flying in?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna be at Disney for a day. We should meet up and freaking grab some
We're
food."
both right there, right?
And I was like, all right. We just hung out and then literally planned the weekend at SoCal. Like, we're going to go to the convention. Let's hit up an arcade after. We went and got dinner. We woke up early and went to the flea market, met up with Rick again. We were hanging out with him, then went back to the convention. And I was like, all right. Cool
It's
dude.
just
Yeah, and
again, it's
I've
just
only
so
been,
easy, right?
Right.
yeah, and I've only been doing the YouTube thing for like, a couple of months, right? And I already had a couple of people. One guy especially is in Florida. He goes by the Weekend Warrior. So shout out to him. He's been asking me like, "Hey, let's do a collaboration video or something together. We'll figure it out or whatever." And when I was in Disney, even I posted on my story that I was in Florida, and he reached out to me and he's like, "Dude, if you're in the area, go to this toy store. Like, tell him I sent you." And so like, even that, only doing like I said, 10 videos, like that community has already reached out to me and is like,
Yep.
"Hey, let's do this all together." And it's been crazy. So like,
Yep.
there could be a lot of toxic people out there, a lot of like trolls and whatnot, but like
Yeah.
there are far more people that are there for you and
Mhm.
don't be
Right.
afraid to speak
Especially in
up
this
and speak
community.
your mind. Yeah. So
I
like,
yeah.
go ahead, Bryce.
Yeah, so speaking of, don't be afraid to speak your mind, but I think that I also think another point I wanted to make was that that a lot of YouTubers, like for me, like I was saying, that don't be afraid if you're a YouTuber, like for instance Morse Garage. I went up to Morse Garage at Siege last year and I was like, "Hey, can I be in the video and talk to him and stuff?" And he was openly willing to. Like my point I'm trying to make is if you're an upcoming
Mhm.
YouTuber, don't be afraid to go and talk to these people and say, "Hey, you want to collab and stuff."
Yeah.
Right. Right.
We had more on the show
We've
just
been there.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
More
and more talks to me too. So he's a really good friend of mine. So now,
Yeah,
so.
no,
Yes, Mort's
there's some
great.
awesome people here for sure. It's a great community to be a part of.
Mhm.
Do we have any voicemails, Russ?
We do. Yeah, we could wrap this up here. We got one voicemail we can get to. So, retro gaming community, fantastic.
Mhm.
I can't wait to meet more people in this community. If you guys do want to reach out to us on the show, you can call us 949-682-9277. That's 949-682-WARP, like a warp pipe. Save it in your phone. You could call in, leave a voicemail. You can text message as well if you don't want to leave a voicemail, and we can read the text on there. But we do have a voicemail we can get to, and we'll see what they said.
I keep dreaming about my dream phone. It's for you.
What's up, my weekly Warp Pipers? It's your buddy NES Addict. I know we're talking about the retro gaming community. And I just want to say thank you to anyone who's ever befriended me. I have so many friends through this amazing community here on YouTube that we've built. Thank you for subscribing to my personal channel. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Thank you for continuing to listen to this podcast. And also, thank you for all the good memories over all the years. And for a lot of you, I will see you at the Southeast Game Exchange. What is it, like 2 weekends from now?
Yeah.
Also, let me check my list here because I can't remember what I said.
Nice. Do yourself a favor.
Oh yeah, do yourself a favor and listen to Mandolin Rain by Bruce Horsby. Hopefully, I didn't already say that one.
Okay.
Looking back,
Good.
I don't think I have. All right. Anyway, guys, take care. Peace out. Be good to your community.
And by the way, Jay, there is now an official "Do Yourself a Favor" playlist on Spotify from the Weekly Warp Pipe. So all you got to do is search for the Weekly Warp Pipe, "Do Yourself a Favor," and you could save the playlist, and it will be updated weekly with all of Jay's songs. He's curating quite the list.
So put it on.
And Jay will be with us at Siege.
Jay will be with us this Siege.
Yes.
I'm
Panel, right?
so excited for that. Yeah,
Much
absolutely.
like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, we're all gonna combine. It's
Morphin
Am I a
time.
leg? I feel like I'm a leg.
You could be a leg.
I mean, you could have said Voltron too.
I still feel like I'm a leg.
Power Rangers.
Power Ranger. I still get a leg.
How do I end up in the top with you guys? How do I go from the leg seat up? I want to know how where the
arms?
elevator is.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, it has to go
Yeah.
up, over.
Yeah,
That was
right.
weird. Who knows? Thanks for calling in. All right, we're going to jump into our last segment of the night, which is Wheel of Doom. We have random topics that are on a randomizer wheel. We're going to spin it, and whatever it lands on, we're going to discuss for the next 10 minutes. Wheel of Doom. All right, we'll shuffle this bad boy up. Close some ads so they're not distracting.
Nothing about bowel movements or anything.
Right, right. Hopefully I deleted last week's topic so we don't get a double thing.
I hope so.
Yeah. All right, what do we got? Something with Sonic, I think.
Sonic.
Was Sonic the Hedgehog a good platformer or just a speed tech demo?
Ooh.
Controversial topic on this
I think
one.
that's a great topic.
That's a pretty good. I'll jump right into this here because I got some things to say. I do love me some Sonic. I've been playing Sonic Mania on the Switch, which is basically a nice throwback to the original Sonic games on Sega Genesis. And I love, Sonic goes fast. That was the whole pitch with it, where you got Mario and you're like, well, Sonic's got an attitude and he goes fast. But it's hard for me to really enjoy the level design in Sonic where it's like you're just blowing through it, or even sometimes you're going so fast you always hit that enemy and your coins go freaking everywhere, or you go into like a spike and it's like either just make it nice and fast, like smooth sailing, or I don't know, like you don't want to traverse the level slow, right? You want to go fast because you're Sonic, and it's like you lose your rings. Now the pace is just thrown all off. So I never really looked at those, I guess, as it's hard to say like platformer games. I don't know. Like I'm probably better off just playing some Sonic Spinball, I guess.
Yeah, right.
I think that Sonic, because I actually have some thought process with this. So Sonic, for me, I play Sonic 2, and I think it's more than just a speed tech demo, because maybe the first one was definitely a speed tech demo, but the second one definitely he was a platformer, because there was like I think it's a fast platformer because you had to like jump on the different, like go fast and then jump on the different platforms, and I think the level design, as wonky as it is to go fast in it, I think it was specifically designed, especially the older ones were specifically designed to to test your platforming skills in a way that you can handle the speed that you could do it in a way like better than Mario, in a way that
well, you got to react fast, right? You got to have those fast reactions because you're already going fast and you're like, oh, spike, got to jump, got to do like with Mario, you have that leeway of like maybe you got a cape or a raccoon thing. I can float down to this platform and jump and with Sonic. I mean, you get some help in the second one with Tails, right? If you're stuck in a pit, and then you get the nice like speed boost if you hit down an A. You're like, oh, okay, this way I can get up that little.
Yeah.
It's almost too fast for me, right?
Yeah.
As a kid that was a Nintendo kid with Mario, when we had the Genesis in the house and we had Sonic, I had a hard time because, like you said, I was crashing into enemies. I was hitting stuff and going backwards. I was having a hard time just traversing the level because in my head at the time as a kid, it was spin, 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 go as fast as you can. More like almost like a side-scrolling pinball game.
Yeah.
More than a platformer, right? And I agree with Bryce. Like as they developed the Sonic franchise, there was definitely a little more try to land on this, try to do this, jump this to get here. You got to go this direction to get here.
Yeah.
But if we're looking at just the first game, I don't even know if I would call that first one a platformer. It was like Bryce said, probably closer to being a speed tech demo. Just let's go as fast as possible.
Yep.
This is what the Genesis can do. The Sega Genesis
Blast processing, right? They're
blast processing. And here's some attitude, like you said, Russ. Here's
Mhm.
Sonic, and let's go. Bonk didn't
And
work.
was it the first game that also didn't have like the spin? Like you couldn't
Right.
press down and do
I'm
the
pretty
spin before you went?
I'm pretty
That
sure, yeah, I think it was added in the second one.
the
It
second one,
was.
right?
Yeah, it was. And there's a lore thing with Tails teaching Sonic how to spin dash. It's actually in the
Oh.
manual or something where Tails was the one that taught Sonic how to dash.
Interesting. I did not read the manual.
Kid. I read instructions. I'm not going to read a manual. Build this without tools. I'm going to read a manual on how to make Sonic spin.
Keith, I was going to ask, is that why is the Sonic going too fast? Is that why you didn't get into Genesis and just focus on Nintendo and stuff?
So the Genesis we had in the house was my sister's.
Hmm.
I got the Super Nintendo that Christmas, and she got the Sega Genesis. And
Oh, okay.
at that time in that age, she was into Barbie dolls and stuff like that. But she also knew that Sega Genesis was hers. Didn't belong in my room. Did not belong hooked up to my TV. Had to be hooked up to her TV in her room. And we had these little tiny, like 12-inch TVs or whatever they were in our rooms. And that just kind of collected dust. So we would play it together, and it was fun. But I never got a bunch more games for it. We only had the limited ones we had because I was the video game kid and she wasn't, right? So that's
I see.
why I never got deep into the Genesis.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of missed out for sure because of that, I think.
And the later games definitely did have a little bit more platforming because then you had Knuckles. Knuckles had the gimmick where he would like stick the knuckles into the wall.
Right.
So you were able to kind of like do different things. You also were able to, I believe, and then you had the Sonic and Knuckles where you put the other games on top of it.
Right, it's
Where
like
you can,
DLC basically.
yeah, yeah, OG DLC. Um,
Which is super cool.
I have tried like going through the Sonic games like slowly.
Yeah.
And even going through it slowly is tricky because it's almost like you're running on ice. You know what I
Right,
mean?
you
Like you're
need
walking on
momentum to
ice.
get to some of the things, yeah.
Right. So like when you're moving, like it's even hard to stop because then you'll just start gliding a little bit.
Yeah. You're on
Um
rollerblades on ice, basically.
yes. So the game is meant to go fast. And the levels are massive when you think about it. Like if it was a standard platformer where you had to go from spot to spot like a Mario game, those levels are like up and down, left to right, like all over the place and huge. Um, they're very tricky to get through slowly. So
Yeah,
was it a
because I would say even like, for traversing all these other platformer games similar to that, right? You got Bubsy,
Right.
uh, some other Aero the Acrobat, like Earthworm Jim, and all these. Like, I remember certain parts in the level that stand out because you're traversing it slow. Where in Sonic, everything's just kind of
A
blown
blur.
by. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, like where was that jump that I needed to get to the giant ring so I could get the Chaos Emerald or
Right,
whatever?
right.
You're
Well,
How do I
like,
that's
get
the other
back to
thing
that?
too is there's a lot of hidden stuff in that too. So like when you're going fast, you got to make sure you hit certain points, which then gets tricky. So
So it's a lot of memorization. Run here, go over the
Mhm.
loop, and you got to remember to jump
Yeah.
here so you get
yeah,
into the whatever area. So
That's why it's a
certainly,
good speedrunning game. That's why it's a good speedrunning game. And
right,
like a Games Done Quick at PAX East, they did a thing where with Sonic 2 and a Rocket Jump or something, Rocket Knight.
Rocket Knight,
And
yeah.
yeah, and I actually did that. I actually was one of the people that tried it, and it was hard. But I would say, can you pull up the yeah that I now that I think about it, I think the first one might have been a speed tech demo for like trying out, like seeing how it would work, and
yeah,
now that they realize it did work, uh, they implemented new things into the
Yes, to
new
make it
ones.
better, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like Sonic needs to get the speed boost. We'll add
yeah,
a helper character and so on. So they did progressively get better as a platformer,
yeah.
Yeah.
essentially.
So I would say
I would
yeah.
agree.
And I'll agree with Bryce as well.
Absolutely. I
Spot
think,
on, Bryce.
yeah, It was just to show what they could do with the Genesis. And then when they figured out what they could do with Genesis, the next ones weren't those speed tech demos. They were real legit platformers, or
And then
as
and then
close
we
as
got
you could be
Sonic
blending the two
Spinball.
together.
Yeah.
Right?
And then we got Sonic Spinball.
Are
Which
we
I
going
love
to see?
Sonic Spinball.
Are we going to see a Sonic Spinball on Wrestling?
Oh yeah, I could tackle that game.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well,
It's been a minute.
Russ.
Oh yeah. Wait, what's happening?
Russ has a 24-hour live stream coming up.
Dave promoting my stream.
And he needs your suggestions of what games to play. So leave them in the comments so he could play them on Monday.
I decided I hate myself, and so my real quick here. We'll end this real quick here. So we're recording our podcast early because my week changed with the schedule because I work at Costco. We're remodeling the whole bakery. They now want me and a few other people to travel 40 minutes to the next Costco to bake all our stuff there. I'm driving a U-Haul truck from our Costco to the other one at 7 at night and working till 3:30 in the morning, bringing back all the product. And so I have to come home, sleep for like 3-4 hours, and then wake up, take care of my daughter, and then when she naps, I'm probably gonna nap. But my wife and daughter are leaving to go to California on vacation this week, so I will be alone in the house. And I was like, perfect. I'm gonna do some projects, do this, and I'm gonna get out of work at 3:30, come home, nap, and then Monday. I haven't wrote down the time yet. It might have to be a little bit later, so I do get some rest. But Monday, maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I will be streaming nonstop on my channel until Tuesday morning, just to kind of promote the channel. Russ Lee is my new retro gaming channel, and I'm going to be playing a bunch of games, and I want to invite friends over. So I did invite Dave to come swing by, and maybe Cruz is going to stop by, and a few other friends. I was like, can you guys come in different time slots? This way we can play some 2-player games if I got to go stretch my legs or make something to eat. And we're going to do a bunch of giveaways as well. I'm trying to think of fun stuff to give away. So Russ Lee, go check out that channel. And there is a live video up there for the live stream, so you can put it on to remind yourself and come through. You got 24 hours, so you can come through. You can leave it on in the background, so I get the watch hours, and we'll see how it goes. But then when I finish the live stream, I have to sleep, and then we're going to record the next podcast because then me and Dave are leaving to drive to South Carolina. So busy week for sure.
Yeah, we leave on Wednesday of next week.
Next week's gonna be
That's
crazy.
gonna be good. It's gonna be me, you, and Cruz in the car. We're gonna meet up with Doshi, and then we're gonna start the trek down to South Carolina and hit up some toy and game stores on the way, and then head to Siege. And it's gonna be content overload.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I was going to say real quick about Doshi. Doshi got deals, right? That's who you're
Yes.
talking about, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Doshi.
Yeah, me too. I was going to say, so real quick, I want to say Siege is going to be a great time. I'm going to have a table. I'm sure these guys are going to have a table. If you're watching, please come to my table. Please come to their table. Siege Southeast Game Exchange in Greenville, South Carolina, July 18th to the 20th. It's going to be a fun time. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys. Please come.
Excellent.
Not sponsored yet. Not sponsored yet.
I'll text Austin later.
And again, if you guys want to check out Bryce on his YouTube channel, BryceJW, we'll throw a link in our description. He's got a bunch of videos on his YouTube channel there. 7,000 subscribers. Be sure to subscribe. Show him your support there.
Well,
And
while we're at it, while we're on his channel, go back to his channel, please. I want you to go to his video section and go to the popular videos.
Okay.
And I want you to show that first video of there.
This one here?
Right there. Yes. Put that up.
2 years ago.
This is Bryce playing Geometry Dash. Bryce, what is happening? I don't even know what I'm looking at.
So, so the funny thing about this is it's usually is an extremely hard level. That was at the time the top one level. That was the top one level, like the hardest game in the community, in the
Yeah.
game, the hardest level in the game, and I beat it, and it was just like took like it was just crazy because it was just like extremely hard, and you had to tap and like with one, by the way, a
Right,
mouse, by
right.
the way, and you have
And
to focus.
and how long did this take you?
I don't even know,
Because spoiler alert, this video, Bryce 100%s it.
yeah, yeah.
And if you
Uh,
crash into any of this stuff, the game
You're
is
done.
over?
You're
yeah,
done.
you're done. Yeah. So like it took like 6 years.
Wow,
That's
Bryce, this is
crazy.
really impressive.
Yeah,
That's
go. The one thing I wanted to show real quick after we get to 100%, go to the
Yeah.
9 circles video because that's
Mm.
more impressive.
This
Because
is
I
crazy.
will say the punchline is that the furnace one was a joke. We made it as a complete joke. So that one was just a joke when it got popular somehow. But 9 circles was a legit one. And scroll down. Is in the yeah, just 9 circles.
Spelled that wrong.
So
Is
go
that it?
down. Yeah, that's
Oh,
it. But
oh,
that's not the one. That's not the
that's
one.
not the
Hold on.
one. Oh,
Go
this one.
down. Go down.
More.
Let's see. It should be look up 9 circles 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so Avernus was a joke planned by me and this guy named Helix, my friend named Helix GD. He's a GD player. Why is it not showing up?
Just do videos of popular again. We'll scroll down.
Yeah, that's better. There we go. That's
This one?
that one. Yeah, that one.
All right.
Because so real quick, pause it real quick before we watch it. So I want to say real quick about the Avernus. So my friend had a great idea to be like, oh, let's because everyone knows in the community knew that I wasn't good at the game at the time, and so let's just prank them and see and make it look like you're beating Avernus, because that was the top one level. But then after that, I was like, let me spend like 2 years. Yeah, mute the video. I would say that, but let me spend 2 years. Let me focus on 9 circles and see how long it takes to beat it. And after 2 years and 2.5 years and 300,000 attempts, I actually beat it.
Yeah.
I
And what year?
focused.
How long ago was this?
10
It was
months
only
ago.
uploaded 10 months ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it took me like 2.5 years, and because of that, because of me actually beating this and working so hard to beat this, I got on Daily Dose of Geometry Dash, and which is like a big news GD source. GD source short for Geometry Dash, and then I also got
Okay.
on what was it X something. He's another news source, and I got on a podcast. People were talking about me, and so it was cool.
Nice.
This is
Yeah, I mean, you put the
wild,
work
man.
in. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely got to have a good eye-hand coordination and reaction time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've spent so many attempts on that, so many deaths,
This is
like
crazy.
yeah,
Very
like
impressive, yeah.
and it was on a bad PC too, on my bad PC too. As you can tell, like it's like stuttering and stuff. But like, once we beat it, or us, once it gets to the end, can you
Yeah.
unmute it? Can
Okay.
you? Because I'm
Right about
like,
here.
yeah, right there. All right, good.
Look at him.
Yeah, I was like jumping so hard.
I did. What?
Yeah, you can mute it now. But I was so
Nice.
excited. I was like, after so long, and I was tempted to scream, but I didn't want to wake my roommate up. But but I was just like, in that's where the great thing about GD for me is that once you beat the level, that rush is just so amazing.
It's
Like
crazy.
it's like pushing a rock over the boat over the hill, like the saying or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Right. Yeah.
yeah, there's people
Well,
way better than me. But yeah.
well, we're not going to be playing Geometry Dash for next week's Warp Pipe Rental. I'll tell you that. But what we are going to play is, you got it queued up, Russ? Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo.
That's
So
right. Grab yourself a
That's more
copy.
my speed right there.
That's awesome. I heard that game's good. I heard that game's a really good game.
see,
I did
Geometry
stream
Dash
it a
is
little
too
bit ago.
fast for me because
Too
I'm going to
fast-paced.
just stick with my Sonic.
Sonic is too fast for me. I can't even imagine geometry
Yeah,
dashing.
Jess.
I like a good platformer.
Right? Give me the cape and the tail on Mario so I can float down onto that platform real
Yeah.
slow.
Nice. Oh, hey, we want to do a quick shout out to our channel members. We got Retroholic16, Bryce, JW, Austin Mills, Fox Driven Retro, and the Wizard J for supporting us on YouTube as channel members. You guys get special perks on that. So head over to our YouTube page. You can sign up over there for either $1 a month or $3 a month. And we do we're going to do live streams once a month where you guys can jump in and chat with us there. If you guys want to support all the stuff that we do, you can follow our personal channels. Where can we follow you?
Retro Cart Collector. you jumped right at me there. Retro Cart Collector on YouTube, Retro Cart Collector on Instagram. A new video every Sunday. Check me out. David, where do they find you?
You can find me on YouTube too. It's Dave, it's me. Do a little search on YouTube for that. I'm putting out videos every week. We're going through the Kane County Toy Show videos right now. It's gonna get wild this week with we're actually at the show now. So now is where all the good stuff comes from. So check me out on Instagram too, David.Apuzo. And how about Bryce? Plug yourself again.
Okay, so you can find me on YouTube, Bryce JW, and on Instagram, Bryce JWYT Official. Those are my two big platforms I post on. So yeah, come find me. So
you see them all the time, right?
All the time.
All the time.
Real quick before we go, I just want to thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. I was looking forward to this. Was the biggest thing other than my birthday that I was really excited for, and thank you, and Siege as well. But thank y'all. I love y'all, all y'all. Keith, Russ, David, y'all are amazing. I love your channel. I love your channels. I just love watching. I like when I ride my bike. I have a phone thing, like phone stand.
Like
Yeah, for navigating, but I also, while I'm navigating and going around, because I ride everywhere, I put the Warp Pipe podcast. Like I put it every week. Every week I put it on there. You guys, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Perfect. And where can we find you, Russ?
You can find us. I got my double channels. You can find me over at we got Russly, RUSSLY. That's my retro gaming channel. Again, 24-hour live stream Monday, July 14th into the 15th, or you can check me out on my regular channel, Russ Lyman. I got a new DIY video up where I customize the NES controller into a Jaws themed NES controller. We're going to be doing a bunch of DIY stuff on that channel there, so check me out there. And you can check us every week on the weekly Warp Pipe at 9 a.m. New episodes every Saturday. Check out the weeklywarpipe.com for more info on that, and see us live at Southeast Game Exchange if you guys are coming out to that event. We would love to talk to you guys and meet you.
And what are we talking about next
Bryce?
week?
Whoa, wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Two more things.
We need to thank Bryce for taking the time to be on the show today.
Absolutely,
Bryce. Thank you so much for being here.
We met Russ and I met Bryce through Keith. Keith said, "Hey, we got to get Bryce on the show." We said, "Absolutely, let's get Bryce on." It was really quick, really happened really fast. I've been looking forward to this, and I'm excited. Bryce, we get to hang out at Siege in a couple of weeks, so we'll see you there.
See you there. And what was next week's topic we're getting into?
Next week's topic, we are getting into con season.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about our favorite retro gaming convention.
Ooh.
So we got Siege
could
coming up.
Could be controversial.
Right? Should be
it
good.
Probably will be. I know Bryce had asked us this question in an earlier episode, and maybe those answers have changed.
Maybe.
So we will discuss our favorite conventions and maybe some honorable mentions.
Fair enough. Sweet guys, appreciate you guys listening, hanging out, and jumping in the Warp Pipe with us. And we'll see you on the next level.